the concept of rolling forwards or backwards is that sometimes you won't be able to just, roll, especially against someone bigger than you. You won't be able to just, I want to roll them over this way, and so I'm just going to do that. Because they'll resist a bit right here, but the more I force this one and he resists, the easier it is to go and just fall right back. It makes a really good plan A, plan B as far as rolling forward and then just dipping back. Because the more they defend the forward one, the easier and the more open that rolling backwards will be. So keep that in mind and don't get discouraged if you try once to roll forwards. They don't budge, and so you just give up on everything. So you don't want to do that. Try to really force the forwards. If it's not working, try to force the backwards. If they somehow still defend that one decently well, go right back to the forwards, and you can probably catch them on that one. It's very hard to defend both of those rolls simultaneously. And even if they do somehow defend both of those, you can always go back into trying to finish them while on top of them as well. You don't have to roll and be beneath them to finish. But now, once we roll right here, right where we left off, I'm going to immediately try to snake this arm under his neck, grab his shoulder here, elbow down, and pulling back to get the finish. I've got the single arm choke. You can go for the two-arm rear naked choke as well from here. Both of those are very good options. Feel free to mess around with them. But the main one that we're going to work on from here, which works a lot better from this position as opposed to before the flip, is I'm going to switch control of his arm. Generally, you'll be here, like controlling his leg with your far leg over his arm. I just want to switch it without opening it up completely. I don't want to let him get his arm free, but I can. I still have control. And now I still have control with the other leg now. Now from here, I'm going to bring my forearm under his neck and posture him up just a little bit. So this leg is free. I'm going to bring it high and then lock. From there, if I can fully lock the triangle, don't you tap. If I can fully lock the triangle, I will. If it has to be a triangle guard, that's okay as well. But this can be a nasty finish if I can lock it up fully. It's really tight on the choke. If you can lock it up fully, it's just really nasty. It'll even make just spectators choke just watching it. But if you can't, just triangle guarding it, just locking your ankles, you can. It just immobilizes him. Even if you lock the full triangle and they don't tap to the choke, it immobilizes them, and you can start attacking their arm. Either their arms or whatever you want to do from there. It's a very bad position for them. So again, from here, we just left up bone, we just rolled. I choose the nastiest finish, so I go right here. Before I do that, we want to switch the legs. Here, here. It's good practice to do this without letting the person on bottom being able to free their arm. So if you want to, person on bottom, see if you can easily free your arm as you transition. The answer should be no. And it takes some practice though to be able to do it without them being able to free their arm. Now this leg's free. I'm going to posture him up with my forearm. The choke arm comes out, forearm, and I come as far up on his torso as I can with this one. I want to get my thigh to his neck, and then try to lock it up as much as you can. I'll try to angle it so that I can only get a triangle guard. This is all I can get. That's okay. It's probably not going to finish him, but what I can do now is start looking for finishes on his arm itself. Wrist lock, arm bar, all kinds of stuff that you can do from here. You can also just squeeze your legs and try to really finish. But if you can fully lock the triangle, it's going to be a nasty one. Let me show him Joey's one. So this finish, the triangle finish, has been one that's been very hard for people to defend and even harder to escape. It's basically inescapable, at least in my experience. Once you lock that up, the person has no real good options of what to do, and it's very nasty submission. So again, I'm rolling forwards, or maybe I roll backwards right here. Boom, I tried for the choke, but I want to instead switch. Don't stop on his head. Go all the way to his neck, chest area here. Try to fully lock it up right here. If you can't, just triangle guard. Just close it, just touching your ankles together is perfect. And you can start look for finishes from here. If you can fully lock it though, squeeze those legs together, then you can get the finish right there with the triangle. Any questions on that one? A little bit of a a technique with switching the legs. And then once you do that, just push their head up and bring that leg over their head and close those ankles, or fully lock the triangle if you can. Fully lock the triangle. It depends on your length of legs and how big your partner is, your opponent is as well. Let's give it a try though. 1, 2.